everybody, welcome back. I am so excited to be here with you today. I have taken a breather from YouTube for the past couple of years, largely to create a stronger business to better support you. Before I left YouTube, there were a couple of businesses that I had worked with that didn't work fully with integrity, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't take part in some of those business dealings ever again. I knew I needed a stronger support team, and I knew that the support team started with me. For that reason, I have been working on a MBA. I'm about 2/3 of the way through, and I finally have a project which meets the needs of the MBA program, but also could serve this channel. This video is given in conjunction with Jacksonville State University's MBA program, course Business Analytics 530, Fall 2024, under the direction of Dr. Phelan Turley. The question we seek to answer today is, what states have the highest rate of women-owned businesses in the United States? Let's look at why we would focus on women in business. In 1988, the United States passed the Women in Business Ownership Act. This allowed women the ability to take out business loans without the co-signature of a male, typically a husband or a child. As long as they were male, it was applicable. This was 14 years after the Equal Credit Opportunity Act that allowed women the right to open a bank account in their name without the signature of their husband. Prior to the passing of the ECOA, unmarried women were often refused service by financial institutions. I chose to analyze the data from 2018. This allows for a 5-year comparison between 2018 and the most recent data collected from census of 2023. 2018 is also significant because it played such an implemental role in the development of RAFFE Studio. No longer RAFFE Reads, that's right, we are now a corporation. Let's look at the data that I analyzed on women in business from 2018. In our first comparison bar chart, we can see the total number of businesses within each state. This bar is represented by the teal color. The women-owned businesses are represented by the orange bar. We can see that throughout the United States in 2018, less than half of all businesses are owned by women. As I ran the regression analysis, I found that with 95% confidence, we can say that women own less than 41% of all businesses in the United States in 2018. I wanted to see how Alabama stacked up, so I created a bar chart to show the percentage of female-owned business by state. We can see a couple of outliers with the District of Columbia and Georgia ranking at the highest, and then our lowest being that of Rhode Island and North Dakota that don't even show up with a bar at all on the chart. Alabama overall comes in number 9. I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised that Alabama ranked number 9 in regards to women in business. Let's look at some of the key factors that are not included as part of this statistic. The access to capital based on state location, mentorship, or accessibility to childcare. I ran a comparison of all the businesses from 2018 that I received 1099s. I ran the comparison of the total number of female-owned businesses, that's in orange, versus the majority of businesses that do not have employees, that's in blue. We can see by how close the dots are together that not many of the businesses are employee-based. We can also see a higher density in the locations of Florida and Texas and a lower density in that of Iowa. Again, we are only looking at the percentages of businesses, so population density is going to play a role. Let's look at the current state of affairs in the United States regarding women in business. As we look at more current data, we can see the top 10 states to live in for women in business. That's going to be in dark purple versus the pink with the stripes, which are the top 10 worst states for women in business to live in. Note that the top 10 best states, we still have Florida and Texas included. Current data dives even deeper with showcasing the best cities to live in purple and the worst in striped pink. As a resident of Alabama, I found it interesting that the second worst city to live in is in Birmingham, Alabama. Since 2018, we've seen continued growth for women in business, regardless of whether or not they have employees or not. Although we have seen continued growth from 2019 all the way through 2023, we still do not make up more than 50% of the market. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to catching up with all of you, and I promise it will not be another 2 years before I post a video. Thank you for taking the time to keep up with me. Bye!